Nyx watched the young boy pace across the street, glancing at the door to Rowan and Nyx investigations every few steps. He tugged his jacket into place, squared his shoulders, then crossed the street. "Incoming!" Rowan looked up at the knock on the door. The boy stood quietly outside. "Good afternoon. My name is Benjamin, and I'd like to hire you to find my friend." Inside, Benjamin spoke of the abandoned park and an old carousel he and his friend rode until sunset. Benjamin climbed off. His friend didn't. The carousel had disappeared. Nyx studied him. Not fear, not confusion. Loss. Real loss. Benjamin reached into his pocket. He placed an exquisitely carved wooden cloak pin on Rowan's desk. "I can pay." Nyx couldn't stop staring at the carving. The abandoned park was silent. No music, no carousel, only an ancient hawthorn tree with a perfect ring of mushrooms circling its roots. Nyx froze. "Rowan, look here." "If the old stories are true." "Maybe, but how did he get out again?" Nyx and Rowan left the park to speak with Benjamin at his family's cottage. Benjamin's mother welcomed them warmly, amused by Benjamin's imagination and enchanted by Nyx. As Rowan questioned them, Nyx discovered an old walking stick beside the hearth, masterfully carved with mushrooms and hidden fairy figures. Miriam smiled. "My father made that. He taught my husband to carve too, before he left us." Nyx looked toward the park. Her thoughts returned to the cloak pin. The carvings weren't the same, but they were telling the same story. Benjamin disappeared the next morning. His mother arrived breathless, terrified. "He's gone!" Nyx and Rowan knew where he'd gone. "He's going to try to make a bargain." "Bargain? With who?" "The Fae. He plans to use the cloak pin to free his friend." Miriam collapsed into a chair. "That pin! My husband carved it from the hawthorn tree. He thought the old stories were nonsense. He never came home." Silence filled the office. Then Rowan looked up, very slowly. Benjamin said his missing friend's name was Nick. Miriam began to cry. Benjamin stood just inside the fairy ring. Across from him, a stranger, too perfect, too still. The Fae smiled. Benjamin held out the cloak pin. "Please, give Nick back." The Fae accepted neither the gift nor the request. "You crossed willingly. You belong here now." Miriam cried out. Benjamin dropped the cloak pin. It landed between them. None of the Fae trio moved. The pin cannot simply be taken. Rowan stepped forward. Nyx's tail twitched once. "The bargain isn't finished." "It is." "No, it isn't." The wind moved through the hawthorn blossoms. Nyx never looked away from Miriam. "Tell them." Miriam finally nodded. "My husband never asked permission. He cut the wood. He carved the pin. I knew. I said nothing. I broke my family's promise." The Fae became very quiet. One finally spoke. Truth. Benjamin stepped outside the ring. He looked from his mother to the stranger, then back again. Nick is my father. Benjamin picked up the cloak pin. He walked to the edge of the fairy ring, then held it out. This was carved from your tree. It was never ours. I'm giving it back. The oldest Fae looked at Benjamin for a long moment, then extended his hand. Benjamin dropped the cloak pin into his open palm. A gust of wind swept through the hawthorn branches. Blossoms danced overhead. The Fae looked skyward. For several long moments, he said nothing. How curious. Then his eyes returned to Benjamin. Very curious indeed. The second Fae released his prisoner. The frightened little boy vanished. In his place stood Benjamin's father, older, weary, home. Benjamin ran to him. Rowan turned away. Nyx leapt lightly onto his shoulder. We're not getting paid for this one, Nyx purred. I think we already have.